Hello everyone, welcome to Freshly Roots Kitchen. Today, I am going to make the most delicious and authentic Bangladeshi beef biryani, a dish loved worldwide for its rich aroma and mouth-watering taste. Let's get started. I hope you will like today's recipe. So, let's see how to make this extremely delicious biryani. For this, I have taken 1 kilogram of beef, and here I have taken the meat with bones and fat. And I have cut the meat into regular pieces. So, after cutting and cleaning the meat properly, now I will add the spices to it. First, I am adding 1 cup of chopped onions. Adding 2 tablespoons of ginger paste and 2 tablespoons of garlic paste. Here, I am adding 4 tablespoons of fried onions. 1 teaspoon of cumin powder. Adding 2 teaspoons of red chili powder. Now, I am adding 1 tablespoon of paste nuts. You can use any type of nuts here. I have used almonds paste. Now, I have added 1/4 cup of strained sour yogurt. Now, I am adding 3 tablespoons of biryani masala. This is store-bought biryani masala. You can use any brand of biryani masala. And since this already contains whole spices, I am not adding any extra whole spices. Adding salt to taste. Be mindful of the salt, as many packaged biryani masalas already contain salt. Now, I have added 1/2 cup of oil, and mix everything very well. And if you want, you can make biryani masala at home instead of buying it from the store. But since biryani masala is very easily available in the market these days, that is why I used store-bought masala. Now, I will marinate the meat for 1 hour. If you don't have time, you can cook it without marinating. So, after 1 hour, I placed a pot on the stove. And in it, added the marinated meat. After adding the meat, I turned on the stove. Once the heat is on, covered it with a lid and set the flame to medium. I will cook for approximately 60 minutes. After 15 minutes, I am now opening the lid. And after opening the lid, I am stirring everything very well together. After mixing everything well, cover it again and cook for another 20 minutes on medium heat. So, I opened the lid again, and the meat has released enough water. I will fully cook the meat in this water. However, if you feel the need for extra water to cook it properly, you can add it. Now, I covered it with a lid again and set the flame to the lowest, and I will wait until the meat is fully cooked. So, while the meat is cooking, I prepared the rice. For cooking biryani, here I am using 3 cups of Kalajira palau rice, measured with a standard measuring cup. After taking the rice, I washed it very well multiple times with water. After washing, I drained the water and placed the rice on a strainer. It is essential to wash and drain the rice at least 10 to 15 minutes before cooking to ensure it remains fluffy. Meanwhile, I am checking the meat. The meat is almost cooked. Now, the excess gravy in the meat should be removed. When the oil separates and rises to the top, you will know it is ready. We need to dry out all the gravy completely before removing it from the heat. Excess oil in the meat, you can use some of it while cooking the rice. So, I will remove a little oil from here. Now, I have placed another pot on the stove. In it, I have added 3 tablespoons of ghee. Once the ghee is melted, I am adding 3 tablespoons of oil from the cooked meat. It is best to use ghee, as it enhances the flavor of the biryani. Now, I will lightly fry the rice for a few minutes. When the rice is properly fried, I am adding 6 cups of hot water. And I am using hot water here. Stirring immediately after adding hot water will prevent the rice from clumping together. Here, I have used 6 cups of water for 3 cups of rice. Some people use 1.5 cups of water per cup of rice, but that is usually when the rice is pre-soaked for 15 minutes. But since I do not soak the rice beforehand, those who cook rice like me should use 2 cups of water per cup of rice. Now, I have added salt to taste. I have also added 1 tablespoon of biryani masala and a few drops of cura water. 1 teaspoon of sugar and a few whole green chilies. Now, I will mix everything very well. I will cover it with a lid and cook on medium heat for 30 minutes. After 20 minutes, I opened the lid. Now, I am stirring everything thoroughly. Once the water has been absorbed, it needs to be mixed well again. Then, I will cover it with a lid, reduce the heat to the lowest, and leave it for another 7 to 8 minutes. The rice is almost done, as you can see how fluffy it looks. Once everything is mixed well, I have now turned off the stove. Now, I will remove half of the rice. So, I am taking out half of the rice. If you are making a larger quantity, you can remove more rice accordingly. The remaining half of the rice is still in the pot. I am spreading it evenly. After spreading it, I am now sprinkling some fried onions on top. Adding a little powdered milk, this is optional. Now, I am adding the cooked meat. The meat looks so flavorful, as you can see. Make sure to cook the meat properly until it reaches this consistency before adding it to the rice. Now, I am spreading the meat evenly. Since I am cooking a small amount, I am placing the meat in one layer. If you are making a larger quantity, you can layer it alternately, one layer of rice, one layer of meat. Now, I am sprinkling some more fried onions, a few prunes, some raisins, and a little powdered milk. Now, I am adding the remaining rice on top. After adding the remaining rice, I sealed it properly on top and sprinkled a little more fried onions. Now, I am adding a few drops of food color mixed with water. This is completely optional and is only for presentation purposes. Now, I have covered it with a lid and set the stove to the lowest heat. I will let it steam for 10 to 15 minutes. After 15 minutes of steam cooking, I am now mixing everything well. Before serving this biryani, you need to gently lift and mix it from the sides, similar to how kachchi biryani is served. As you can see, the texture is perfectly fluffy and well cooked. Now, I will serve it hot. So, my special and delicious beef biryani is ready. This is my favorite biryani, and I hope you will like it too. If you enjoyed the recipe, please give it a like. And if you are new to my channel or haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel. That's it for today. Stay well. And don't forget to let me know how your biryani turns out. Happy cooking!